Yes, good evening. We are live on Conversations with Segun. We're live here right now. I'm live, I'm ready, I'm in the studio, and I can see some people already here with me. My guest is live and is in the green room. Conversations with Segun is where we have discussions around businesses and around the burning issues that are happening around us. Today on Conversations with Segun, we are talking about taking your business online. I want to know how many people are here and how many people are watching already. If you're watching this after now, this is Conversation with Segun, and this is where you will learn how to take your business online today. But I want to know those that are already here. If you're here, say hi, put it in the comment section. Let me see you. I want to recognize you. I want to recognize everyone who is here already. My guest is already here. He's in the green room, seated, ready to go, ready to Blaze is a young man. I will tell you my story around him. But before I will tell you all that story, please kindly share this video with your contact. Share it with everybody that you know. Start a watch party. Let them know. If you have not already liked this page, please do go and like this page. For those of you watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. And so that when we come on like this, you will get it and you are live and you're good to go. I want to know those watching. If you're watching, put a comment. I want to put your comment on the screen. Let me know where you're watching from and if you're ready. Ben Solomon says, hi. Hi, Ben Solomon. How are you? Where are you watching from? Is this your first time on Conversations with Segun? Let me know. I want to hear. All right. So I said earlier that today we are talking about taking your business online. And the young man that I have today is not, when I say young man, it's not a young man. It's not a young man like that anymore. You know, but anyhow, he's here. Good guy. I'll share the story around how we met. But Lucky Ejenavi says, pleasure to be here. Welcome. Lucky Ejenavi from Abuja, I think. Yes. Abiodun, hey, Baba, I greet you specially. Welcome. Abiodun says, I'm here. Let's roll. We are good to go. Fantastic. Hi, this is my first time from Port Harcourt. Gloria George. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I should have a bell for those of you coming for the first time. Yo. Ben Solomon says from Port Harcourt, and it's my first time invited by Ayo. Fantastic. Welcome to the program. Well, everybody is here, at least for the people that are here. But for those of you that are here already, those in Port Harcourt, we're talking taking your business online. Please do start a watch party. Share this stream to your contact. You don't want to learn this alone. You want other people to learn this with you. So I have a fantastic gentleman who, by the way, when he was in the university, he came to do his IT in the firm where I worked. And as at that time, well, long story short, I'm sure he's going to tell us the story of how we both met. But since that time, we have done a lot of things together. I'm married to a fantastic young lady, and I have a daughter that is doing very well. Designed I think my first or second website, I can't remember exactly now. Ejeba says, the Bishop, good to be here. First time. Oh, Ejeba, welcome. Welcome. Good to have you. All right, so I'm going to bring my guest. His name is Ayo Essien. Ayo Essien, how are you today?
Mr. Segun Manuel, I'm so excited. I'm so glad to be on the show. Thank you for having me. I'm very, very well. Good to be here. Good to be here.
Thank you for being here, and thank you to your wife for letting you spend some time with us. I want to find out. I want to see if you want to share that story of how we met again.
Okay.
Would you want to share that story?
Of course. It's in fact, I can't remember all the details, but I know that we met first at Shell while I was doing my internship. I think around 2011. It was you were one of those very, very strict safety guys then. You know, we always heard about Segun Manuel. You know how you taught the whole team, how you showed everybody how to ensure they work safely. It was just amazing. I think I met you at one of the events during that time. I just introduced myself and I just said a little bit about me. And one of the things you did then was just to encourage me. You told me about an event you were working on. I think Fela was to come around that period. So you just told me that, look, you're a young man, you can go far. Associate with people of like minds, come to this event. And I think that was how we kicked it off. I came for that event with Fela Durte. Then they were about to start Gemstone at the time. And from there, it was an awesome meeting. You anchored that event. I was always looking at, how is this boss? He's so good on the career side, so good on the MC side. Very, very great interpersonal relationship skills that you have, and you're able to carry everyone along. And one of the things that even motivated me during the time I later finished school, came back to Warri, stayed there for a while, did a lot of work. I remember those times I wanted to do events. I would just tell you about it and say, wow, put me on the fly, I'm coming. You can do this. Those things really helped us there, helped me in particular develop the confidence that I needed at the time to really do the things that I did, and it was awesome. And I will not forget to say, it was at your event that I met my wife. I was telling her just before I came that, look, Segun Manuel was the connector. Better come and join this guy's club. And she was laughing. So I'm just so grateful for you. Amazing work you've done, and you keep doing. Thank you so much, sir.
Fantastic. So let's go to business. That's all the long story. But let's go to business. This story you just shared is close to 10 years ago.
Yes. Was it 10 years? 2011. About 9 years, 10 years. Yes. About 10 years, almost 10 years now.
Fantastic. Exactly. So I want to come back to the business side, and we're talking about taking your business online today. And that's the topic we're looking at. And who better to talk about it than you, because I'd worked with you on different levels, my website, getting my email list, getting all. So when I thought of talking about this, you were the first person that came to mind, because you also run the WEBEDGE that does digital marketing and all. But before I go into that, I want to find out, how has the COVID-19 affected you? You're an online business person. Did it affect you negatively or positively?
Okay, COVID-19 for me was more like a blessing, because it was at this time I realized that I didn't need to pay off an office. All right, I didn't need to pay the rent I was paying on my office. Now, looking at it from the corporate standpoint, of course, I need an office, but because of the fact that we were forced not to go out, I realized that we could actually work very, very well remotely. In fact, about 70% of my team work remotely, but a few of us still come to the office from day to day. But we were able to get more things done from the comfort of our homes. And it was I always thought that was not possible, but COVID-19 proved me wrong, and it was a very smooth sail. And from the business perspective, I think COVID-19 was when we got a surge in the number of clients that we were servicing. We had a lot of people who reached out to us to build one thing or the other that they needed to go online. In fact, we got a contract from the Caribbeans. In fact, I'll go into how all those things came about. They wanted to build an online radio and TV. All right, so these are clients that were from the Caribbeans, and although there was a Nigerian connect. And, we got a couple of other very good clients who wanted to just take their business online or be more effective online. All right. So I would say for us at WEBEDGE, even me personally, I did a lot of personal work with some other company that I'm a partner with during this period, and we saw massive success doing so. So I would say that COVID-19 just gave us the opportunity to really leverage on the internet very, very well. Yeah.
Fantastic. So yes, there are a lot of people who say, I want to listen to this episode because what I'm doing, I have to take it to the next level. With COVID, we're not even sure if there's going to be a shutdown again. There's a likelihood of that. People are not certain. There's so much uncertainty. So everybody wants to listen to hear what is the step by step. I want you to break it down. The layman.
Okay.
What do I need to check to know that, okay, my business, because not every business can go online. We need to get that clear.
Yes.
Not every business can go online. But what I need to check to know that, excuse me, what I need to check to know that my business needs to go online, what's the first thing I need to check?
Okay, first of all, you need to check your business product value. You need to look at what your business offers as a solution in the market and ask yourself, how valuable is this? How valuable is this product that I offer or service that I render? All right. And also doing that will help you also research about the market size of your industry, because these are very important indicators to whether your business can really thrive on the internet. Now, when I talk about product value, it combines a lot of things. Okay, it looks at the solution you're offering to the market and the quality of that solution. All right, so it could be you are selling stuff online. Now you look at what you're selling and ask yourself, how important is this item I'm selling for the people that will buy it? What problems is this product solving for them? All right, and then you look at how quality how quality is your own product when you even put it in comparison with other similar products. All right, so that gives you a very good indication to, okay, my business can actually go and do well on the internet, because not every business go online. It's one thing to go online, it's another thing to do well online. All right, yes, there are skills, there are strategies, there are marketing tips and all of that, which I believe we'll be talking a bit on, but it's also important that you're sure that what you're putting in the market has that inherent capacity to actually do well, because the product value is good, and then of course the market size is also large enough on the internet. Yes.
So if my market size on the internet is not large enough, I don't need any. If the business I'm doing, put it in another way, if the business I'm doing doesn't have the market online, I don't need to go online.
Yes, you don't need to go online, because going online will take a lot of time, take a lot of resource from you. All right, and you want to be sure that you are going to get the attention, and also you're going to get possibly patronage. All right, if you do what is right in putting the product in the market. Like, look at this platform we are using for this event, this program. I think they just came. Probably they've been in existence for some time, but I just got to know them recently because
Yeah,
they have a
like
fantastic
Zoom,
product.
just like Zoom,
Exactly,
they've been
Zoom.
around. It's
Yeah,
just now that we are hearing about them because of
very,
the
very
coronavirus.
the situation, right? So it's good. It's good. Now a business can, because I always say that every business has a market share online. No matter what it is
True.
you do, you have a market share on the internet, because as long as someone needs a solution, and look at the number of internet users, mobile internet users. Nigeria is hitting 60 million mobile internet users. So out of these 60 million internet users, I believe that whatever it is you do, there's a fraction of that internet users that will need what you do. All right. So, but we're looking at being profitable here. So you have to be careful to look at what is actually the size. And there are tools that can give you insights to this. There's what we call the Google Keyword Planner tool. You can use
Yeah.
that tool to really look at what people are searching on and researching on, and that gives you an indicator. That's like an indicator to how large the market is for your
The market
product.
share.
All right, exactly.
So fantastic. Once you clear all of that and see that your business can go online, what are the things you need? What's the first step you need to take? You've confirmed
Okay.
that what you have is scalable. The market needs it. You have the market size. You want to go online. What's the first thing to do? Some people will tell you, "Oh, go and register a business first." Is that the right thing
Yes.
to do? If not, what is the right thing to do?
Okay, registering a business is the right thing to do, but personally, I would like to just give an example with my story, how I started, how I took my business on the internet. I started off using social media, right? Social media is a platform that everybody has access to. It's just you create an account and that's it. You have access to it. So before I started using social media, I remember reading somewhere that content is actually the currency, or the current of the internet, like the way electricity works. The current for electricity is what gives you the life, right? So content is really what drives internet. If there is
Social
no
media.
content, there's no need for internet. There's no need to share. The reason why we have the internet, or the reason why we have social media, is so that people could share, all right, so that content can thrive. So when you look at using social media from the perspective of the need to create content around your business, what you do, what your solution is. That helps you know that you have to really, really sit down to develop quality content that can really tell the message about your solution, or even highlight the problem that you intend to solve. Because someone said to me one time, some people have a problem, but they just need someone to tell them or show them the problem. Okay, so you can use content, use social media to announce your business, to state the problem you intend to solve. I remember what I did the first time. I got on this. I went to one site. I got a very simple design template. I just designed a flyer. Not really a flyer. It was like a business card. If you go through my Facebook down in my earlier post in 2016, you will see that design. I put my face there. I listed the things that I could do, and then I shared it, and I wrote a very nice copy that announced that, look, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is what I intend to solve. And that just was the first post that I shared, and that was just how I announced that my business is online, all right, using social media. Okay, so I would say that the first step you need to take if you want to take your business online is, first of all, look at ways to create relevant content around stating what your business is about, what problems you intend to solve, and then how well you solve the problem you intend to solve. It could be anything. It could be product based, it could be service based. So after you have done that, you have your kind of like a paper or a document of what you do and because a lot of people, times I see a lot of people just come online and they are not really, there's no clarity about what they do and what solutions they are bringing to the market. So I think that is important. So once you've done that, and then you can start with social media and then announce that using very good visual tools, because really, if you look at social media, it's very, very largely visual. So you won't just come and just write a whole lot of story about what you do and post it. No, you have to, like I said, in my own case, I went online. I think it was Pixar, one website, Free Pick, right? I downloaded some free design template, edited it, put my picture there, and that was how I was able to, use that design to announce that this is me and this is the solution that I have in the marketplace. Yeah, so that's the first step. Social media. No, firstly, content. Sitting down to really get clarity on the content side of things, and then you use social media. And in the getting of the content, the clarity, you might need to read some books, you might need to attend some lessons, some lectures, pay for some trainings and all of that, which are important. But once you've gotten that clarity that this is who I am, this is what I want to bring to the market as a solution, all right, and then you can then come on social media and start telling us and telling the whole world what your solution is. Yeah.
So for that would be like for a personal brand. You started that out as Ayo Essien.
Yes.
But there's a businessman watching here who has a company, who's already started a company, formally registered,
Yes.
and there's COVID now, and everybody's saying take your business online, take your business online, and the guy's thinking, so what do I do? This Facebook thing, Instagram is for these young children. How do I?
Okay.
But he knows that I need to do something different. I need to pivot my business.
Yes.
I need to take a need on what will be that, because you're talking about this now. For that guy, he's saying, I don't understand content.
Yeah.
What's my business with all of that? What's your advice?
Okay, for established businesses, it's pretty much very, very simple. All right. The first step that I always tell established businesses are that you should be discoverable on Google. All right. You should be discoverable on Google search platform. That should be that should be the first step for you. And how do you become discoverable?
I am not cutting you. Someone said, if you are not Googleable, you do not exist.
Exactly. And in a sense, that is true, because people who want to do business with corporate brands, B2B, they always go to Google first, or they usually go to Google. In fact, I remember one of the first few, then when I got a very good deal with someone, while I was negotiating the deal, we were talking, we met at somewhere like a bar, all right, and we're having a drink, and he was a very big guy in Lekki, and we're talking, and he was Googling me, all right. So while I was talking, he was looking at me, and I didn't know he was Googling me until he just brought up his phone and he said, "Is this you?" I said, "Wow, that's my company," all right. He was Googling my company, WEBEDGE, all right. And it's thankfully we had just done SEO and for some keywords, and we ranked, and he was like, "Oh, so this is you." And that was one of the impressions that made him eventually give us the deal. All right. So Google is something you should take very seriously. All right, as a corporate brand, or even if you're not yet that corporate, but you're registered and you have a bit of structure, you have a solution. The next step is Google. And how do you do that? There are several ways. First, you can do the Google. Google business listing is free. Google My Business. You just go up there, create a profile for yourself, and then your business is listed. All right, that's the first one. It's free. The other one is you should have a website that is indexed. Okay, and not just indexed. You should also have a website that has very good SEO with relevant keywords that can link back to your site. All right, and then if you work with a good web developer, they can help you do all of that. All right, and then thirdly, you should use your blog very actively. Okay, as a business, I've consulted for several business. There's this company, they're into data management. We got to do some work with them, and then we told them, look, you guys they do data management for big companies, the PwCs, the very, very, I wouldn't want to mention all their names, and they don't really tell enough story about what data management, importance of it, and how it works. And to their detriment, they had a competitor that was doing all of these things, and they were scared. All right, and I showed them, look, you have to start using your blog and start creating relevant content around what you do, even if it's once a week or once in 2 weeks. Just do what works for you, and you'll see that that blog content will help you.
Even if it's as small as posting a picture of what you guys did and writing a small description under the picture and post it as a blog post.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be one lengthy. People have made it seem that content has to be. Yes, there is a content that appeals to those kind of people. People want to read really long, lengthy things. Fine. If you can create time for that, maybe once a month or once in 2 months, that's fine. But so that you don't bear the burden of having to be consistent, and then it's becoming so much of a burden to create the content. You can start with something simple as long as it's consistent and works with your schedule.
Okay, so I'm going to take this question or contribution that Lucky gave us now, and I think it's very key. He said this team is very relevant. I'm putting it on the screen. He said this team is very relevant. A lot of small businesses in Nigeria have no online presence. I can't Google and see a nearby barbing salon around me.
Yes.
And you see the typical barbing salon thinks that, oh, I don't need it. Google. You just talk about Google listing now. That's something I did like 3-4 years ago. Maybe I still need to perfect that. But you'll be shocked at how many hotels at least I did a research in my city, how many hotels do not have a website. How many hotels
that's the reality.
Are not listed on Google?
And they want to get business. That doesn't just work.
So is that they open their business, they are sitting down and waiting for the customers to come to them.
Exactly.
But in the world we are living in today, you go out there and fish. And part of fishing is setting up things like this Google search, SEO, having a website, putting stuff that were in your blog that would make you rank, that will make you searchable, that will make you appear in searches.
Exactly.
I think this is a lot of things we need to teach people who are doing normal brick and mortar businesses that people need to hear about.
Yes, because if they can tend to invest so much in the brick and mortar. I know a lady who had a store in I think in Lagos, one of these highbrow stores. She was paying over $1 million in rent every year, and she was not really making much gain. Okay, and we had to sit down, and I told her, look, how much will it take for you to really put your brand out there online, and and you start making a lot of money. There's a particular hair brand that I know of. I know one of the managers of that platform. We got talking, and she told me they don't, even before COVID, they don't go to the office. They don't have an office. They work remotely. These are people that do over, if I'm not, over 20 million, 50 million monthly in sales of ladies' hair. All right. And they don't have a physical store. All right. All they do online, and they have a place they keep the person who runs the platform, and they just use Google promote. So compare that to that lady who is paying 1 point something yearly, in rent, and can barely say she makes up to 500,000 or 200,000 monthly in sales. Okay, paying rent, paying utility, paying also. Now, I'm not disregarding having a physical store. Of course, you should have one if it suits your model, your business model, and probably you're located in an environment people need to go and shop. But well, as we have seen now in COVID, people are now shopping more online. All right, so but let's say COVID is non-existent, you should get your store, but that should also not, your store should not be the only physical brick and mortar store you have. Also have a replica of your store online and sell what you're selling, and you'll find out that you'll be making more sales from your online store than from your physical store. Yes.
No problem. So I'll pause you there. We'll go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about what we see at the break, then talk about other ideas that we have in Nigeria. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll just be right back in a minute.
All right.
Finally, the supermarket can now be brought directly to your doorstep. Yes, urbansho.com, one of the largest southern online marketplaces, is now selling a wide range of quality products, from fresh food items to frozen foods, groceries, households, smartphones, mobile gadgets, laptops, electronics, home and kitchen appliances, men and women fashion, baby products, and other essentials you can and can't even think of. Enjoy great products for the best price possible. Deliveries in Warri take less than 2 hours, and you can pay on delivery. Come on, what are you waiting for? Take advantage of this and place your orders on www.urbansho.com. I mean www.urbansho.com. You can also call 0704 422 2006 or send an email with your order to hello@urbansho.com. urbansho.com. Enjoyable shopping.
All right, so you just watched that advert now, Ayo. I think that made a mark on you. If you know, Ayo, I'm back. Ayo, are you there?
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's exactly what Konga Jumi are doing. Somebody, while the lockdown was on, said, "Oh, they allowed delivery guys to move around, but we can't get stuff in Warri," and develop that urban show for the Warri market. But now it's even spread beyond the Warri market. That is a typical way of taking your brick and mortar shop online. Those guys particularly don't have, just like Jumi and Konga, don't have a, in quote, physical store, but they have a way of connecting the buyers with the sellers, and that way, something is on. Oh, your mic is muted. Let me unmute you. Okay, so what do you say about that, Ayo?
I think that we're going to see a very huge rise in the e-commerce sector, in the e-commerce business. Even before COVID, e-commerce was already doing very well. I think in 2019, it was a $1 trillion industry, the e-commerce industry, and we have
it's
more
just starting. It's just starting
in now, and I think people are beginning to see. Exactly, it's just starting. The market is really large, and what I look at, what I see happening very soon will be niche-specific e-commerce businesses. Like I mentioned about someone solely selling hair. We're going to see people solely selling shoes. People solely selling different kind of niche-specific products, and the market is large and huge because people want to shop online. People who are probably at home or don't have need to go out a lot or are too busy to even go out on weekends. would want to shop online. And this is an opportunity for any person who is a business owner that has products that they sell. Why not put your products on a simple shop and then put up a shopping cart connected to a payment gateway? We have tons of them right now that are even very, very easy to connect. And you start making a whole lot of revenue from the sales of that product on the internet, all right? So I know that a lot of people, the challenge they face is, okay, I have this store, I'm not making sales, what can I do, all right? So I've heard people say, I have my e-commerce store, I don't make any sales, or I have an online presence, but I don't make any sales. That would lead me to just go into talking about the need for you to begin to use marketing tools online. Look at this fantastic video you played. I'm eager to want to buy from this platform because I saw a marketing video that talks about the value of shopping with them. That is what so many people who have online stores or online presence are not doing. They are not marketing. They are not. I started a series recently called the Smart Marketing Series, and this is because I was so tired of people telling me they cannot sell online, especially those who have invested in getting an online presence. Now, getting an online presence is just the first step. You have to get a marketing strategy up and running, because online is just you setting up the house. Now, the tool that will drive people to that house is your marketing strategy, is your ability to run ads, your ability to create promotional video, your ability to share relevant content every once in a while, your ability to, like I said, run ads on Facebook, on Google. If you do these things, I tell you, you'll see surge and surge of sales. The guy who brought in the Caribbean contract for me was someone I ran ads to about a year ago. In 2019, I invested about close to 100K running ads. He contacted me at the time. He did not buy. All right, for those of us who are in the service business, this is a lesson you should learn. When you run ads and people, contact you, even if they don't buy, put them in a marketing funnel, in an email list or something that can always get them informed about what you do or what you're doing, your product, your service, your free course, whatever it is you're doing. Keep them in that funnel. Do not say, oh, this person did not buy, it's a loss. You let the person go. No, a lead is as critical as a sale. A lead is as critical as a sale. I just put him on my mailing list. I kept doing what I was doing. And a year after, this man called me and brought in a deal worth almost 2 million naira. All right, he had a project, and also he recommended me to people in Caribbean for a project. If I had not put him in my marketing funnel thinking, oh, because he didn't buy immediately, I wanted him to buy when I ran the ads, that's how I would have lost that business eventually. So let us be futuristic, let us be long-term in our approach to marketing. Yes, I know you need short-term results. You need to run ads, 5 people buy, 10 people buy. You've heard gurus say that. That is fine. That will happen, all right? If you do it right, it will happen. But also, you should also be in it for the long term. Have a plan that, okay, even if I run this ad, I get 50 leads, only 10 buy, that 40, I'm going to sell to them eventually in the space of a year. I'll keep marketing, running my ad. Reaching them, whether through email or through any other means you know how to do, and eventually you make the sale, and you grow from there and increase your investment in marketing. What I see as a challenge, people don't market. People just stop and just assume that, okay, when I have the online presence, that is all I need to do. No, that is the first thing you need to do. The second thing you need to now do after that is to market online.
So I think even in brick and mortar marketing, when you open your shop, see the typical Igbo man, they don't sit inside the shop and say, oh, I have fine jeans. No. They go out and say, brother, you want to buy? My shop day here, I have better one than this man. They are hustling.
Have you gone to Yaba recently? I went to buy cotton, but when we moved, man, those guys, by the time and funny thing is, all the times I've gone to that Tejo show market in Yaba to buy stuff, I've bought stuff then when we were free to move around. It is always the people that came to me to market me and tell me, come to my shop, that I always follow. All right. I don't know why, but probably this marketing, they come to me and they say, look, I'm going to guide you. I'm going to show you. We have this. They show me a picture of what they have. And I just tell myself, should I now be going? I don't have a permanent customer. I don't have one person I buy from. I just follow him. It saves me time. I get what I need and I go out. So like you said, those Igbo guys, they know how to follow up on you until, you buy from them.
Fantastic. So we are almost out of time, but I want to look at some of the questions on Lucky is making fantastic contributions here. Let me put that on the screen. Say my experience about online presence. Me and my Nigeria guys once traveled to a foreign country. We needed to buy stuff from an African shop. We Googled one. From there, we traced the shop with Google Map. About 10 of us bought products worth some value that day, just by
Okay.
Google Map. And you talked about Google My Business. That is
My
free.
business, very, very, very powerful. Google My Business is so key. You know why it's very important? It's important
Yes.
because people around you who might be looking out for the solution you have. You know, Google My Business is a location-based search listing platform
Yes.
for Google. So what it does is when someone searches an interest area of your business within your location, where you set as your location for that business, of course, it can be your house, all right? You know, Google recommends you to people around that location. So that can even help you establish real relationship connections with people around you, you know, who might be interested in business, especially for those who are into supplies, you know, supplies of, I don't want to joke.
Fantastic. I was like your
Yeah.
network went down there, but somebody said,
Okay.
"Can you recommend to me some payment gateway?" I know of Paystack, I know of
Exactly.
Flutterwave, I know
Yes.
of Wave. There's Wave.
There's Rave by
Rave. Okay.
Flutterwave.
Okay.
Rave
Okay.
by Flutterwave. They are very fantastic. There's Paystack, like you mentioned, and I think for international payments, most of the people Paystack also allow you to receive international payments. But if you can, I would also recommend Bitcoin if you can create. It's usually very simple. You know, if you can, most people have Bitcoin addresses. All right, you can create that a Bitcoin wallet and then get the link and embed it in your payment. This is how it's done for people to make payments with. All right, so it's just if you're in most African countries like Nigeria, there's a lot of restrictions to the options we have. All right, because of these issues with our Nigerian brothers who are doing not very nice things online. All right,
The
so
puppies and
we
all.
might. I tell you, it's so sad that these people would do what they do. So I don't blame the platforms for restricting Nigerians, you know, or restricting whoever they choose to restrict. You know, I believe that although there've been arguments about we are not the only one, you know, Nigerians, not we, like Nigeria as a whole should not be judged by just some few elements and all of that. Well, I think they have their metrics. It's a business decision based on what they look at. So, but however, there are still some ways we can go around it. Okay, you can use tools like Paystack. Rave is about to sign a contract with one of these international payment platform soon. If that pulls through, we can use Rave, you know, to more freely receive other currencies. I think they
Payment
even
from
do it
abroad.
already. Yeah, yes, they do it already too.
Paystack does that already. Okay, so now that we talked about trust, let's look at this final comment. Say Nigeria is an interesting country when it comes to currency called trust. What does
Yeah.
delivery on trust play in running a thriving online business? That's the last one we'll take.
Okay, now there's what I usually say. I think if you've read any marketing book, they will always tell you the know, like, and trust factor. Trust is very key for people to, you know, because the dynamics of an online business, you know, is that the person who is buying from you doesn't necessarily know you physically. They know you based on your digital footprints, based on your online persona. All right. But the sad thing with an online persona is that it can be easily manipulated. People can be who they are not, all right? And that can end up making someone else lose money. So I think as a business person, you have to ensure that you put in place the things and the tools and, you know, all the elements that can help you build trust. Because and you do that using maybe video testimonials on your website, maybe once in a while sharing screenshots of actual work you have done. All right, and then there's several other ways you can do that. It's very important that you endeavor to build trust, and when trust has been has been established and taken use of. That is, someone has trusted you and eventually paid money for something. You should make sure that you deliver on your promise and you deliver very well. Okay, when you deliver, you can even ask them for a testimonial, and which most of them will gladly give you. Yes.
Fantastic, fantastic. So I want to go. Ayo, you have done very well. Thank you for.
Thank you so much for having me.
We can't finish it all today, but like this comment here, give us at our fingertips 5 practical steps to take our business online. 5 on your fingertips, Ayo.
5 practical steps. Step 1, define what your business does very, very well. Let's have clarity, all right? Step 2, create social media profile for your business and for yourself, all right? It's important you have separate, for your business, it could be a business page. For yourself, of course, your Facebook page, but you have to brand that Facebook page very, very well for people to know you are the one who is doing this business. Because sometimes what really even helped me a lot was I was able to use my personal brand to drive my business solution. Okay, because most times people want to know who is behind the business before they eventually pay for the solution. All right, so you have to work on that, and you do that by branding yourself, taking a good profile picture, and all of the other branding tools. Then step 3, you have to get yourself a very functional website for your business. All right, that functional website must be ranked on Google, must have good SEO, must have your solutions very well, laid out, and also call to action. Your website must lead people to click something that will make them, either fill a form to buy or make an inquiry or something. Call to action on your website, well laid out, mobile responsive, loads fast, Google as in Googleable, easily navigable, and all of that for your website. And your pricing, if you are into product, if it's an e-commerce, well laid out category of your products, description of your product, the cost, everything laid out nicely and done really, really well and professional. All right. Then step 4, marketing. You need to market. You need to eventually know how to use Facebook ads, or if you don't have the funds yet to invest in Facebook ads, market using story marketing on your personal page. All right. Use story marketing to talk about what you do and how your solution can help people solve their problems. And then, you will see that a lot of people on social media, they are glued, they like stories. Social media is a platform where a lot of people share stories and people want to read, people want to know what's going on in your life and all of that. You can use that to your advantage and tell stories about, your business journey and how you are able to offer the solution you do. Then, of course, at the end of that story, you put a call to action whereby people can purchase from you. Then also, like I said, marketing using Facebook ads is key. It's very key. Whatever investment you can invest in to learn the proper way to do your pixel, to do your running of, just invest in it. It'll pay off in a long way. And the fifth way, fifth strategy, customer service. A lot of people don't pay attention to that. I was a victim of that. Customer service is key if you're running an online business. Trust me, when the business starts booming and people start coming and buying from you, you need to know how to manage this client very, very professionally, respectfully, and also politely, or whatever way. Customer service. I lost a lot of money because of poor customer service, which thankfully I'm able to solve. I didn't know that it was important. I thought, it's just about getting clients, finishing the job, getting paid, moving on, and all of that. But trust me, 80% of the people who buy from you online, they don't just buy from you. They want a relationship. They want you to be their friend, they want to be able to reach you when they have challenges. They want to be able to say, oh, this thing is not working. Can you help me fix it? You need to invest in customer service. I had to hire someone to say, you know what, just handle that for us, because we had a lot of issues with that while we were growing. So these are the steps. And once you can put this in place, I can tell you that, you will start seeing massive, massive results, in sales and in revenue for your business.
Thank you very much, Ayo. But who better to say thank you than the chairlady herself?
Oh, my
Ayo's wife says, amazing values are Ayo Essien. Great job, Segun Manuel, for hosting this impact. Thank you for letting Ayo come and for letting him do what he does. Also, just to share this here, she has this thing. What's that name of what she does again?
Tech savvy teacher, right?
Tech savvy teacher. So she teaches, she trains and lectures teachers on how to be tech savvy.
Exactly.
Yeah, someone mentioned to me that she knows you, and she knows you from your wife, that you guys came together to do a training one time in Lagos. That's how it works. Testimonials everywhere. I was like, do you know that guy? I said, yes, I know, he's my boy. They're like, whoa.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
So I just share a few comments that your wife shared. Her customer service, a lot of business overlook this, and it's very important. Very correct, madam.
Yeah.
This man says, define your value, brand yourself, have a website, market online, and all and all and all and all. I go to this.
He kind of like summarized everything.
Yes, he did summarize. Most businesses are based on referral. Ayo shared it with us here on how he was referred to one of his foreign jobs in the Caribbean from someone who he had a contact with over a year ago. And you know, the country we live in today is a place where people know people, people talk to people. People must know you, like you, trust you for them to be able to refer you. From your wife that you. Thank you, Ayo, for coming. I truly appreciate you. I look forward to having you again. God bless you.
Yes, exactly. Pleasure. Thank you so much.
Wow. All right. All right, fantastic. That has been Ayo Essien sharing with us his experience and how you can take your business online. If you have enjoyed today's episode, I want to thank you for watching. Please do share. People can watch this after now. Also, I like you, if you have not already like this page, like the page so that when else you are online, next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. we'll be on again. If you are on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You will always see this. I'll see you again next week. Next week, we'll be talking about what are the legal implications of going online. What are the legal implications? What do you need to know? What are the legal things you need to put in place for you to be able to go on? I'll bring some legal people here and we'll be talking about that. Till same time next Tuesday. See you. Stay on top. If your business is not already online, go take it online and we'll see you. Thank you for watching.